Senator James Lankford, Republican from Oklahoma, joins me now. Mr. Senator, Trump's coming back from a ceasefire deal and an agreement with NATO. He's coming back looking pretty good. Are senators going to say no to him on the big, beautiful bill? Is he coming back from those triumphs?
No, we're not planning to say no to anything that President Trump is laying out there as far as this economic agenda, because we agree. We don't want taxing rates to go up. We do want to be able to secure our border. We do want to be able to modernize air traffic control, and we got to be able to work on our deficit. So, no, we totally agree. Of the bill that's out there, probably 95% of it we already have agreement on. There's about 5% of it. There are a few senators that have some questions on, trying to be able to figure out how to get the language right. And we're still working with the parliamentarian to be able to make sure we're honoring all the legal process through this as well. So we're doing the final tweak outs and trying to get this thing ready to be able to launch.
The president's bringing in what he calls everyday people to the White House today, the people who will benefit from the big, beautiful bill. Is that a good way to exert some pressure on the holdouts? Do you think they'll listen to ordinary people?
I think there's two things that are actually happening. One is he's trying to remind everybody, here's what it's all about as far as in the House and the Senate. The second one is he's trying to remind the American people, here's what this bill is all about. For now, a couple of months, Democrats have gone out and said this bill is all about benefits for billionaires and taking away health insurance, which is absurd. That's not what it is. But they've been out there just driving that message. The president wants to say, no, let me tell you what it actually is. And let me put people in front of you that know what the benefit of this is. So I think it's really a messaging piece, not just for Congress. It's a messaging piece for the American people to know what's really in this one big, beautiful bill, not what the Democrats are trying to portray it being.
Let me change the subject and shift back to Iran for a second. Please listen to what Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth had to say about the strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. Watch this.
This is a new one from the UN, the United Nations. No friend of the United States, or certainly Israel often. Here's the head of the UN Atomic Energy Agency this morning, Rafael Grossi. U.S. and Israeli strikes caused enormous damage to Iran's nuclear sites. Don't take my word for it. How about the IDF's chief of staff? I can say here that the assessment is that we significantly damaged the nuclear program, setting it back by years. I repeat, years. The Iranian foreign minister, the spokesman, our nuclear installations have been badly damaged, that's for sure. I'm sure that's an understatement.
Mr. Senator, there's supposed to be a meeting next week between our team and somebody somewhere from Iran. If there's an agreement, we need to verify the agreement. Can we get independent inspectors into Iran to verify that that nuclear program is over?
Yeah, I would require that as a part of an agreement. There is no trust, so we have to be able to verify everything that's actually happening in Iran. We sent a very clear message through our excellent professionals in the United States military. Those men and women did precision strikes to be able to take on their nuclear capabilities, that they cannot have a nuclear weapon, and we let them know loud and clear. We know where this is. If you try to restart a nuclear program, we know exactly where you are, and we'll make sure this doesn't happen again. So the key aspects of any agreement needs to be that Iran stops its terrorist activities around the entire region and against the United States, and that they do not restart a nuclear program of any type. So those things, I think, can be verified, and we need to make sure for the future they understand that loud and clear.
I'm sure you saw Hegseth this morning. Are you now satisfied that that operation really did crush Iran's nuclear operation, crushed it and finished it for years? You satisfied with that?
I was actually already satisfied with that, because, again, with the significant damage that was put down on that nuclear facility with multiple strikes, both for the Israelis before and definitely the exclamation point that our men and women put down on it from the United States military, it definitely not just set them back, it stopped their program. And again, the clear message is don't restart it. Don't even try to go somewhere else and to start building it again, because we know where you are and we know how to stop it again.
Thanks for being on the show, Mr. Senator. Always appreciate it. See you again soon, I hope. Thank you. And thank you for being